Hey, everybody. Welcome in. I'm just trying to add a message to Matt. Did it go through? Yeah, it did. Damn it. How do I fix this? Haven't been on here in a bit. Sorting out life and all that kind of rigmarole. And just let me see. It has me all in black, and I don't like that. When I know I have bloody things, right? We'll just run the 19 up or trigger. There's a trigger warning on my channel all the bloody time. But anyway, hold on. They've changed up all my stuff. Give me a minute, guys. So just hold on. Matt, you can do your interview here if you want, right now. Why does it not even leave me? Man, hold on. I mean, streamers keep messing about. Right, we have all that. This. Oh, there we go. You hit this. That should be showing. Oh, Lord. Give me a break with this. Streamers keep changing up every single thing. It's ridiculous. Let me see. Hold on a sec, guys. Can I do something here? There you go. Feel a bit better now. At least have something background. Hey, B, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. Matt, you want to do an interview with me? Yeah, my friend. Jump up. I mean, I'll do one right now if you want. How you doing there, B? I hope you're well. I hope everything's going good for you. I did pop over the other night, say hello. It's the best I can do, kind of a thing. Lots of things are going on in the world, and did you, ABC, the Tommy Robinson March here in the UK? That actually turned out amazing, to be honest. And of course, everyone's welcome into my channel until they're not, so to speak. But other than that, I mean, they're welcome in. I mean, I always get these people who like to stalk me. You know what I mean? It's a weird kind of thing. Oh, is she drinking today? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Had an absolutely beautiful conversation with my son, and great things are coming my way, and being away from drink and all that kind of good stuff. People think that I'm not gonna come on YouTube. Well, I'm paying streamers, so why should I not go on YouTube? I mean, I'm going to do it. Matt, if you're still here, I don't know if you are. Um, you can do the interview in my channel if you want. I don't mind. What are you gonna ask me? But AB, I hope all is going good for you. If you're still here, I don't know. But things are going good for me. I won't lie. I mean, yeah, I've been pushing through, and what I like to see in life is, the strength to carry on kind of situation. You've been put in a hard situation, you can't get out of it. You're doing negative crap to yourself, and at the end of the day, I mean, the only person you can hold reliable to that is yourself. And I think I'm pretty sure I had myself reliable quite a bit. I gotta run a quickly test and OBS. Be right back. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, had an amazing conversation with my son today. He is coming down for Christmas. Yoo-hoo! And I already told him what I'm getting him because I mean he's gonna pass the point of being Santa Claus. Um, yeah. Of course, it's technology he wants, and he will be receiving the well. I bought a Knuckle Quest once, and I bought him The other thing, well, fuck, let me, you know what? I need to get my mind around things because technology, this little boy, I'm always buying it. Nintendo Switch 2 he wants. He has the first one. I bought him that. Now I'm getting him the second one. So, and I asked him will these games work in the second one, and he said yes. Had a lovely conversation with Ali, and and he wants to give a shout out to Purple. Purple, he said to my son don't use language, so I'm not gonna put it in there. But my son said, Mama, I'll sit in your lap if I'm 21, 22, 23, 24, or 25. If I want to sit in your lap, I'm going to sit in your lap. I know, Purple, you have a problem with that because you think it's weird. But we do come from a different culture. It's all about culture, and it's like, Anyway, my son just wanted me to relay that to you because I was on the talking to him for quite a bit, just about 20, 30 minutes ago. And I told him about this, and people think, and I said, um, she thinks it's weird. He said, well, I don't think it's weird. And when I'm this age and that age and that age, I'm still going to sit in your lap. I said, well, I'm not going to push you away. You're my boy. So So yeah, sorry, Purple. I think I rules on that one. You never push your children away, no matter what, no matter how bad you think um what's going on. Um, they could be going through a crisis. They could be going through certain situations. You don't push your children away. You never do, no matter what. I mean, and I said that to Ali today. I said I would never push you away at all. You're my flesh and blood. He said to me, "Put me on YouTube," and I said, "No, that won't be happening. That won't be happening. You don't push your children away for no one. I've learned that. You know, what could be said today will be gone tomorrow, and life is so unpredictable. You don't know when your calling card is. I'll put it that way to you. I guess I base that around the way I've been brought up and my kind of religious backgrounds in a weird way, especially being Catholic and all that. But I don't believe in pushing anyone away for nobody. So that's kind of something. But let's see who comes in here. I think there was some post put out that boycott my channel. Okay, boycott it. Don't come in. You know, you're gonna find me hanging there and doing this and doing that, and no, I'm doing nothing. I've been at home for the last couple of weeks. I have been doing a lot of research on the unalivement of Charlie Kirk, more or less, and I just feel that I've watched all the videos of people disrespecting him. When at his, this man was like he was on a stage and he was taken out, and then you have people saying that there was no, hold on a minute, back up, right? There was one person who fired a shot, and he used a Mauser, which is anyone knows what a Mauser is, right? And they're showing the full bullet. Well, people gotta realize the cartridge, the full bullet, is the tip of the bullet what hits you. It's not the full thing. The other part is called, like, it's just a anyway. What I know from being in the army way back way then. Um, and they use a very high caliber weapon, I would say. I need to be put on public, put out there. It was literally put out there, and I looked at it. And I wasn't looking at it to see the downfall of this guy. I was looking at to see. I've heard so many stuff where they're saying someone took him from the side. Someone, no, they didn't. People got to understand the difference from a G. I don't want to say the word right. To something what rifles, a rifle, what rifles. So those things in them around still spin. So if you can imagine they're spinning inside the rifle, that's spinning inside where it hits, and that takes out a whole lot of stuff. You have his arms gone up. That is due to probably the fact that I would say C1 or C2 or C3 got hit, and the amount of blood loss. I mean, that's due to the because it goes in small and it comes out the other side, and it's devastating, and that's called rifling. Just for anyone who doesn't understand that, I've learned that. Yeah, I've learned that. It's not just something you can. That's yeah. It's crazy, and I hope the American people, they see what's going on, and I really, really, really wish that this kind of carry on doesn't. It's not allowed, you know. Yes, he was outspoken. Yes, he put out his religious beliefs. Not all of us would probably agree with it. You know, I mean, I kind of found it a bit. This is me being me, right? He went to colleges and he would speak to these people, and they shut him up from speaking, more or less. This is how I see it, and I don't see the point of. I really, honestly, I don't. You know what? I'm never going to get it. I'm never going to get it. But people got to understand, from a gunshot wound to a rifling, completely different. It tears the whole. It goes in pretty clean in the one side, and it just tears everything inside. It destroys everything inside and comes out the other side. And you know, there's no way he would have survived that. And even if he did, he probably would have been left a vegetable. And I don't think that's what he would like, because he was a speaker. He used to love using his voice. And in the society in America, you know, and I don't know if y'all know that we had the most amazing march in London. There was like, I don't know, something like 1 million people turned out. We had Elon Musk up there talking. People were cheering on for Charlie Kirk as well here in the UK, because I've seen him almost in the fitting phase weird way as Tommy Robinson, a truth speaker, an absolute truth speaker. Tommy Robinson here, you know, that's not his real name. His name is Ian Yaxi Lennon, right? But he used the name of Tommy Robinson. I kind of find that funny, because Robinson, hello, Mr. Robinson, you know what I mean? But they were people who were they're trying to stop what's going on in the world. And if you don't see what's going on in the world right now, I don't know what to say, you know what I mean? Because I see it. I see it very loud and clear. I see it in America. I see it in the UK. I see people putting up their flags only for the government to try and take them down. Why? I've never in my life heard of anyone take down a flag. Um, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, Go look at Belfast. See how many flags they have up. See how many flags they have up. They even ask them. They even have the road pavement painted. So I'm not coming on YouTube a whole lot because I'm dealing with. Okay, I guess I'm dealing with my own inner stuff, what which I need to deal with. Of course, going down to a place for a break, I would call it. I was told that there was, what, forget it. I'm not even gonna bother even going there neither. Not gonna bother going there neither. But and like I said, everyone's welcome in my chat, and I see my chat is not even moving. It's weird, and they're like, don't like Susan. Don't like the words she wants to say. Don't like anything she wants to do. And you get to the point where it's like, really, I mean, it's only a YouTube channel. That's all it is. I mean, I don't come on here to make big bucks. I Believe me, I'm saying that I actually lose money by having the channel. I actually do. I don't get paid nothing like anyone would ever think. And even if that, because that's my choice, though. That is my choice. I can come on there every day, spout out my mouth and talk my shite for whatever, but I don't do it. I don't, because I feel that sometimes the problems need to be fixed here at home, and when I say home, I call the UK my home because it is my home. It's where I reside. It's where I live, even though I come from Ireland, right? Does that make a difference? No, it does not. If you look at Tommy Robinson's march to London, there was Irish flags in there too. There was Irish people there too. You know, probably kind of like me, half Irish, but came from Ireland. It kind of goes that way, and I don't know what to say. I mean, it's crazy, and the best thing what happened to me today, what brought my a big smile to my face was just talking to my son. How it's so, and I already know what I'm getting him, for Christmas, and talking to him, being with him. It's the most amazing thing. Nothing brings me joy of talking to him. That's probably the most joyous time I ever feel because that's my son. And it's funny how he said it to me. He says, Mom, do you ever notice that when I come in, I always sit in your lap? I said, yeah, I know, yeah. I said, how do you feel about that? Because see, I'm this kind of a parent who likes to know what's going on with. Yeah, are you okay? He said, Mom, I love coming in, sitting on your lap. And he said, when I'm 42, I'll probably sit in your lap too. I said, really? Okay. There you go. That's my son. I said, Andy, people made fun of that on YouTube because you sit in my lap. And he said, I don't care. I don't care. They don't know me, he said. And he's right. They don't. You know, me, I'm not doing this. I'm going to say this right now. I'm not doing Discord anymore. Anyone who I put out of Discord, you're out of Discord because I'm not there. It's not a thing I want to do anymore. I've seen a lot of stuff being said, which was absolutely fucking disgusting. People asking me questions who they're never going to meet me, mind you. Asking questions, and they were told a million times, nah, that never happened. What the fuck you even talking about? But go ahead, go ahead. Then there, when I went away for a while, and I come back and I see these messages in 107 of the whatever act. You cannot put this recording out. Who said I was putting any recording out? I never said that. I said I would share it with family, but I never said I was putting it out on YouTube. But I didn't even share it with family neither, to be honest. That's how you think I am. But that's your problem. That's a you problem. That's not my problem. So yeah, I'm not bothered with the whole Discord kind of tell you what to do, tell you how to say things. No, I'm done with that shit. I'm done with that. If you don't want to be, if you don't want to be my friend, don't be my friend. Don't. I mean, do you honestly think that I don't have my own family, who love me, my son, my daughter? You think they're not around? Or I know they're not here in my apartment today, but you think they don't love me unconditionally? Think again. Think again. Some people are, and I've seen the whole Six Up Live where someone got up there and they were talking about their sobriety and their this and their that. Okay, if that makes you feel good about that. Yeah, make sure you feel good about that. You know? Hell, if I've done that, I mean, shit. And you're all there waiting for me to fall down and come on here and be fucking drunk and be this and be that. And, go ahead. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to see the ruin of me. I mean, I can go around to so many. And I want to give a shout out to True Smiles as well, by the way. True Smiles, you did not see me writing in a chat saying that to a person who lost a loved one, move on. Because I hadn't been on YouTube. You lying fucking bitch. I haven't been on here. I haven't been on YouTube full stop. This is the first time. So stop lying, Troop Smiles. I seen your partner says Susan listens into my channel every day. No, I don't. I've missed a hell of a lot. I guarantee you, I've missed a hell of a lot. I'm so glad. The only thing what brought comfort to me today was knowing that Brandy is doing well. But True Smiles, stop your lying. You didn't see me write something to someone else because I hadn't been on. My computer was shut down. There was no way I was fucking here. So stop. That in itself, yeah. It's ridiculous. Purple thinks I watch her channel every goddamn day. No, I don't, Purple. I'm sorry, but it's gone to the point now where I don't, I have, today was the first time I actually watched what was going on in your channel, and I seen Brian Lee going in there, and that made my day. You know why? Because I see the lady's fighting, she's getting better, and she's going to be all right. That made my day. That was only thing what made my day on your channel today. I seen how you spoke to that drummer guy. You were pretty fucking rude with him. Buckeye Mama comes up there and she's talking all sorts of shit. And Buckeye, if you were a problem with me, come over and say it to my face, bitch. You know what? Because you're the one who followed past. I said a little bit about it, It wasn't me who said the whole thing. The Pooh channel put the rest of it out. So yeah. Just I mean I'm just clearing up things here a little bit, you know. The Pooh channel put it all your information out on YouTube, Buckeye, not me. Yes, I did say that you were after you were like letting on you were a girlfriend to Pass, but I mean I think Pass seen through that and he got the better woman at the end of the day. He didn't need your fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? I've been in Discord and I heard her Pat all about Pat, right? I said a few words like now I won't say years ago, months ago about the situation with Pat and Buckeye. Yeah, I did. But the rest of it didn't come out of my mouth. It came out of a clip channel who went into Ray's Discord and clipped the whole damn thing and put it out on their channel. So don't come along blaming me, Buckeye. Don't come along blaming me. I mean, we all know what you're about. I mean, you're over and at the same time, chatting up another guy. I mean, it never changes, does it? I mean, if it's one guy, then she's overdoing it too. Another guy in Anne's channel. So we've seen that one too. So that's why I won't go into purpose because Buckeye, the minute Buckeye goes up there, she tries to discredit me and say this, say that, and everything else. We see what you're doing, Buckeye. We see it, okay? We're glad that Pat got the fuck away from you and you found a real lady. And I'm sorry it hurts, but Pat has a good lady under his wing right now. He don't even need me talking about this right now. You blaming me for it. You blaming Bucka. You're blaming me for saying what I've seen for the time that I was in that Discord. I said it, and I let it go. And then what happens? The shit channel put it out. So stop. Don't be blaming me. Go blame someone else, or actually go blame your own self for typing that shit. The shit channel put it out, and you damn well know it. And stop fucking hiding. Pooh's Hangouts. I've never put anything out about Buckeye. Stop lying to them. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You took it out of Ray's Discord. Did you not? Did you not take it out of Ray's Discord at one point, that Pooh, and put it out? We all remember that. So you're saying that you never put anything out about Buckeye and you didn't okay. Oh well yeah, okay. Oh fair enough. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, Pooh. You put out rare stuff, but Buckeye recognized a lot of stuff in that. But Buckeye blames me for the whole thing. Oh, you know, you put out as far as I remember, Pooh, and it's been a while. Um, you put out all the stuff where I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look. I genuinely I'd have to go back and look because it's been way over 6 or 7 months by now. I think at this point. You got into Ray's Discord and you put out a lot of stuff and a lot of stuff incriminated Buckeye in that little did you realize. But at the end of the day, look, it's nothing got to do with me. I don't care. But I mean, it's not. Look, it's not even a big deal. You know why? Pastor's moved on. Pastor's a beautiful lady who loves who. Past has someone right now, so there's no big fucking deal. But Buckeye likes to bring every time. Buckeye says, "Oh, well, you said this about me." Yeah, I was telling the truth. You were after past at one time, and it didn't work out, and he moved on, and Now he found a different woman now, and he's very happily with her. So I'm gonna leave it there at that. I did not. Hold on. No, CJ, I don't. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you went up and spoke about your situation, CJ. You know what? I when I went back and listened to that, I was really proud of you. I was very proud of you. It's unfortunate that the only thing I will say is it's unfortunate. Maybe it was the connection, cause it happens. But Six Up could not hear you. But I think it was brilliant, and I was hoping that you would do it. You got that point, and I was listening, and I was hoping you would even go on more. But unfortunately, we Six Up could not hear you. No, 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 no. Please don't take it that way, CJ. I think what you were doing was absolutely brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Putting out your story like that, it takes a lot of guts. Believe me. I only wish you could have got more there, CJ, but Six Up couldn't hear you, and the other person on panel couldn't hear you neither. No, Pooh, there was no videos or anything like that. It was just stuff you screenshotted back in the day. It's been a long time now, actually. And CJ, to be honest, I didn't see that for I didn't see what was going on there until at least 6 days later. Just so you know, I wasn't there watching as it was live because I was somewhere else. It was like 6 days later, and I went back. I had a look, and I goes, "Oh, CJ's up there. I want to hear this." You know. I wasn't there at CJ when it was live. I was not there when it was live. It was 6 days. It was like 6 days back when I looked. It was the live was 6 days old when I went back and looked at it because I hadn't been at home, and of course I didn't have I didn't have anything. I was away. I would put it that way. I only had wished that Six Up had could hear you better because you were really doing a good job. I wasn't there when you went up live. It was live when you were there. It was 6 days later that I see it. And that's the God's honest truth. And I think you did a great job considering she couldn't hear you even, to be honest. But you know, you just can't get your facts right about anything going back, and read the appropriate. I respect. I don't get a chance to reply because you'll block and shout and swear about my message. No, I won't. No, I won't. True smiles, but you were wrong. Believe me on that. You were wrong because you said I was on the internet a couple of days ago. No, I wasn't. That's not true. A couple of days ago, I wasn't on the internet. I haven't been on here. I hadn't been even in this sector. I haven't been. I don't even think for a while that I opened my laptop. So when I see you write that message in purpose at today, I was like, no, that's a lie because I haven't even been on. I hadn't said a word to anybody. So, I mean, once again, y'all try to make me out to be a fucking lying piece of shit, but truthfully, that's not true. I hadn't been on. So I don't know where you got that from. Who did I disrespect? Someone was dying and you said I disrespected them. No, I never did. When you were talking about CK being shot. Oh, him? Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't being disrespectful about that. It wasn't any news coming in at the time. I had to go away and research the whole thing. I wasn't being disrespectful about that. You just see something coming up and you say a few brief words. Doesn't mean so I disrespected that man for being shot. He didn't deserve that. He's a wife and two beautiful children left behind. Why would I even disrespect that? But his wife is going to be taken care of because I watched a thing with JD Vance and they all and Elon Musk, and they all said they're going to take care of her, make sure that she don't want for nothing. They're going to make sure her kids are okay. She's going to be okay. So that is a really good thing the American people are doing. That's amazing. It doesn't replace what she lost, but it damn well helps. It does help her. Doesn't replace at all what she lost. She lost her husband. I mean, that was her. I mean, her ride or die. You know what I mean? But I mean, these other people stepping up. I think that's amazing. When I say she would be fine, that's a very Irish way of speaking. In other words, no, she's not really going to be fine mentally or physically. She's going to have to go through the mourning process and all that. But financially and all stability and all the rest of it, she is going to be okay. That in that way, she's not going to want for anything. She's not going to be struggling. She's not going to be like she's going to be all. And when I say she's going to be all right, that doesn't mean say, well, she's going to be all right. In her mind because her husband was her right or die. They were like like yin and yang. They were they were like the perfect couple. But it's good to know that she can go through her bereavement and know that you have the vice president looking after taking care. You have there's amazing work going on right now with her. There's amazing stuff, and it's gonna be she God willing, will bring her around, and she's gonna be okay. And when I say she's gonna be okay, that doesn't mean disrespectful to anybody. But see, truth smiles, you got it completely wrong. You did get it completely wrong. Once again, if someone goes through a horrendous heartbreak, they're never really mentally okay. But once they have structure and people watching out for them, that does help. She's not going to be alone. That was the point I was trying to make. The straight to the point was the point I was trying to make is she is not going to be completely alone. The American people have her. The vice president has her. She has so many people helping her in through this horrendous time. What was done to her husband was absolutely horrendous. Yeah, well, maybe you understood it wrong. I'm not going to say anything. Once again, you think that I said this, that, or anything else. I said she's going to be all right. But truthfully, she is going to be all right. And the word "all right." Listen to that, right? When you have the word "all right," that means it's bearable. That's it. You have no idea probably what that lady's going through right now. That was the love of her life. But she's a lot of people she can lean on. She's a lot of people who are going to help her. I mean, does it take the pain away? Does it make it? No, mm, not at all. I said she's going to be all right. Did I say she was going to be happy? Did I say this, that, or no? I did not. But you gotta realize, Truth Minds, I do watch a lot of news. I do watch a lot of stuff. I did hear what JD Vance said, that they have to step up. Elon Musk has stepped up. A lot of people have donated uh, to help them to make sure the kids have trust funds that they're gonna go and they're gonna. But at the end of the day, okay, that's money. That's the materialistic crap, right? Does that mean that she is going to be all right? No, her husband is unalived. He was a fantastic. Absolutely, he treated her like gold. There is no one going to come in there. There's no one ever going to come in the equation when you lose something as a gold, something so gold to you. There is no one going to be able to say that. No, you wake up tomorrow, everything is going to be. No, it doesn't work that way. I'm a living proof of that, to be quite honest. But I don't have all these outside help. I have the help I have myself. And losing something was so precious. Yeah, that's a loss for life. That's a massive loss for life. So I'd like to correct you and say that when I said she was going to be fine, the word fine in where I come from, that doesn't mean to say you're grind. Okay? Because when we say we're grind, that means we're doing good. When we say we're fine, that leaves that's open for interpretation. Once again, it's a different culture, I guess. I didn't say she was going to be grand. I said she was going to be fine. There's lots of people looking out for her. Other than that, nothing is ever going to replace what she lost. And she lost big time, believe me. So, there you go. Now, does that under maybe true smiles, does that make you understand when I use the word fine does not mean that you're okay. If I use the word grind, that means yeah, I'm grind. That means I'm good. I am doing really good, right? Once again, it's an inspiration and it's a purpose of it is something we say in Ireland. Oh, I'm grind. No, I'm fine. When you hear the word fine, that means oh well, no, you're not. You're okay, but you're not, you're not where you are. You know what I mean? You're not at all. And I just find it so strange that you come in and you kind of pull me up for my Irish lingo of words I speak. The word fine does not mean to say she's going to be, she's like, ready to have a bloody party. No. No matter what anyone says, it will make a difference to you, Susan, because you're, no, I'm not always right. I'm not. Through my thinking, I always get everything wrong. To be honest, I'll be honest. I get more things wrong than I get more things right. But my figure of speech is saying she's gonna be fine. I didn't say she was gonna be grand. Let's be real on that. Just because I live in the UK doesn't mean to say I don't think in an Irish manner, in the Irish way of thinking. Because I've been born and bred in Ireland, and we use different words. Fine. If you said to someone in Ireland, you're fine, they would look at you twice and say, oh, there's something wrong going on there. But if you say to them, you're grind, that's another situation. When did I ever say on YouTube, I'm grind? You haven't heard me saying that for years. You haven't. Like I said, I've seen. You said I was on YouTube saying this crap. No, you picked it up wrong. You got it in. You got you. I think what happened was me saying she's going to be okay. She's going to be grand or fine. Sorry, fine. I never said she was going to be grand. Never, not once. Fine, it means she's going to be stable. She don't need to worry about the bills coming in. She don't need to worry about any of this stuff. But she needs to worry about herself and the two beautiful children. And she needs to worry about her mental health at this point because her husband was assassinated. And that's a major big deal. And not only was it he was assassinated, he was assassinated in a public platform, which makes it 10 times worse. You had people uploading what happened to him all over the place. everywhere. How do you get away from that? 1 second. Truth, may I ask you if you're still here? Can I ask you a question? Are you from the UK or are you from America? Where are you from? That's one thing I never asked you. Where exactly are you from? Because people have in different sides of the world with different meanings to what we mean, And some people may think, oh well, that doesn't sound good, or that's but in that person's mind, it's absolutely somewhere okay. Hey, Sasha, how are you doing, lovely? You're in the UK, all right. So you don't understand the definition of okay and grind because that's a very Irish thing. That's a whole lot. That's like totally Irish, right? So when I say she's going to be fine, you thought that you thought something else. I totally understand that. I get it. Okay, that's all right. It's all right. Exactly. I just asked my grandfather from Ireland. Fine means okay, not great, or excited. There you go. Like they take care of being. Yes. There you go. There you go. So two smiles. Am I wrong? And it's okay. I'm not gonna say that. I don't see the point of saying oh well, I'm right and you're wrong, and no. It's just different culture. That's all it is. Don't mean any bad. You know, not at all. Of course, when you in Ireland, when you say I'm fine, they know you're not okay. Hey, new hobby, how you doing, lovely? Yeah, new hobby, I'm doing good. Trying to be in there. Right? Yeah, yes, that's it, 100%. And it's okay because people get it mixed up. That's all right. New hobby, what are you up to? How you been? What do I think about Charlie Kirk's assassination? Um, I think it's absolutely disgusting. I think America lost an absolutely fantastic person at the age of 31 with a wife with two children. Um, it's a big loss to America. I would say it's like if we lost Tommy Robinson over here, he's our little fighter over here, as we all know. You know, New Hobby, you probably know about Tommy Robinson's match within the last couple of days when he had Elon Musk on up there and by maybe by Skype or whatever the devices. Yeah, no one has the no one has the right to take anyone's life, especially a very prominent speaker like Charlie Kirk. Not at all. People over here are absolutely horrified about the situation with Charlie Kirk. No way, 22 years of age and 22 years of age and looks like so professional as I know Tommy. Yeah, I think we all know Tommy, right? But Charlie Kirk was like almost. I'm not gonna say he was Tommy Robinson, but I'm gonna say he had his own pathway and he was speaking up for the American people. He was like the Tommy Robinson of the American for America, but he was, he spoke up for the American people. That's what he did. They assassinated him for speaking his own mind. And was anyone involved in the assassination? I think there is. I think there is. I think there's people who know things. I genuinely think there's people that know things. I genuinely think people knew what was they were trying to do, and I think there was helpers, from the video footage I've seen and from all that. There's no way. I genuinely think there was people helping him. That's all I'm gonna say. I think there was helpers. It doesn't look professional here. No, he didn't have metal chest stuff on him. New hobby. It's just the way the bullet hit him. His whole it all just it's just it's called stemming. What happened when they hit him? You gotta understand when a rifle bullet hits you, it's rifling, it's spinning. It's not going straight through. It's spinning all the ways, right? So it's called stemming. So if you go back, if you have a look at that, you see his arms come up, but his hands are clenched. It's called stemming. Um. So yeah, and it was with he was hit with a pretty big size rifle, you know, which is really sad. When you understand about weapons, you understand that when the shot goes in one side, it looks really small, but when it comes out the other side, it, it's carnage more or less. You know what I mean? And you can imagine. I believe from what I've seen, his arms went up in fists. He was absolutely stemming at that point because they hit some of his probably C1, C1, C2, C3. I would think for what I've seen, yeah, there was no way he was going to survive it. And I think if he did survive it, he would have been invincible. And I don't think that's what he would want to be. A man who used his voice to speak every day. I don't think that's what he would want to be if he had survived that. So God took him. I didn't have a vest. Did he have a vest? No, he did not have a vest on. He had a little camera on the side of his shirt, but he didn't like have a vest. No, I watched video. There's no proof of him having a vest on. And even if he did, I mean, the vest wouldn't have done nothing anyways, because it hit him on the neck. All right, new hubby, you too. People are sick out there. Oh yeah, they really are. I mean, it's they what they tried to do was silence him, and that's what they did. Because even if he had, just say for instance, even if he had survived it, he would he would have been a vegetable. It would have hit. You gotta understand the bones, the arteries. I don't know if you've seen it on YouTube, but on one side he bled out so much because they hit all his jugular veins. I mean, the rifle, a rifling, it literally destroys the insides. And I've been told that from my own sergeants back home. You know what I mean? I know that. You know. So yeah, God took him, and he's with God now. And it's pretty sad because he was only 31 years of age and had a beautiful wife and two children. You know what? His debates, you could go up there and you could try to debate him and this, that, and he knew everything. He never went to college, and this is an amazing thing about it. He never went to college, but he was so educated, it was unbelievable. And he didn't need college to even do that, you know. In this day and age, everyone needs a degree or diploma, blah, blah, blah. But look at this man, 31 years of age, and he could debate. I mean, he was amazing. I'm so sorry for his wife, Erica. Erica, her name is. And when I say she's fine, that doesn't mean she's okay. That's like the word we use when, that's kind of like, we say that I'm fine, but are you really? When someone tells you they're fine, you probably know they're not, right? Lots of YouTubers are debating. Yeah, I mean, look, I've seen channels trying to say there was another person doing this and doing. No, I believe the person they have is the person who's done it. I believe that. Why would he confess? I mean, why would you confess? I mean, if I didn't do it, I would say no, hell no, I wouldn't do it. I heard this that his little daughter heard the noise. Yes, I heard that too, and ran to her father because he she was scared. Yeah, you know what, Seth, I heard that too. I heard the little daughter was kind of in the background, and she had to be pulled back. You know, it's so sad. It really is. Yeah, I heard that. because his daughter is like his daddy's girl in there, you know. And of course, she heard a pop or some noises, and the crowd. And of course, I mean, she's only like what 3 years of age. In this day and age, it should not be going on in America. This kind of stuff should not be happening in America. And I've listened to a lot of stuff too. It's got to do with like people transing and furries and all this rubbish. I mean, I don't know what to believe. It's crazy. I mean, you have a 22-year-old who's claiming that they did it and said they did it, and now he is going to be put in fire. What's he going to? What's he going to put in front of the firing squad over there? Unless to find a mental defect. But in my eyes, I think they must be mental to even fucking do that in the first place. Because if you don't like a person, don't go in there. Just say nothing. Leave it alone. I was live on a YouTube channel on TV. One of my YouTube channels I watch showed it. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen what happened to him. I've seen what happened to him. But doctors also came out and said that he didn't feel no pain because it happened so quick. I think if he would have survived it, I don't think. I think he would have been a vegetable. I don't think he would have been even able to breed for himself. He would have been rigged up on some form of a support system, and I don't think that's what he would have wanted because he was a man who used to, you know, debate college people into the right place. And it's so sad because I mean, at the end of the day, I feel sorry for the children. Like when a sniper shot. Yeah, it took only one single round. I've seen I've seen him answering about rights. I will say rights. I'm not gonna even go into what rights they were talking about, but he didn't get to answer the question, and boom, it happened, and that was that kind of thing. Yeah. And people think that when I said, "Oh, Erica is going to be okay," I'm saying, "Oh, she's going to be okay," in the fact that the vice president came out and said he's going to take care of her. Elon Musk is going to take care of her. She's going to be okay. I'm not saying she is going to be happy. I'm not going. There's nothing you can do to bring back that. There is nothing. Believe me, I know it. There is nothing is going to bring back that feeling, that heart, that love, that everything. You know. Funny, they are. You can't miss President Trump, but President Trump is actually here in the UK as we speak. New hobby. He made Catherine and Prince William, and the royal family. Susan, do not about the true smiles. Said simply, Yeah, I think it was a misunderstanding, to be honest. It's all right. People see once again. People have different things they think in their mind, and when I say they're going to be fine, that doesn't mean say she's going to be happy. Doesn't mean say she's going to be she, in the Irish way of saying she's not going to be grand. You know what I mean? That's her soulmate. They were soulmates. When we console people who lost a loved one, and always say it's okay, you will be okay. Yeah, you'll be okay. You'll be fine. Yeah, well, yeah, 110%. It's not like I mean, this lady, she just loved him, and that you could see the love between them. Yeah, I mean, that's you can't ever, I mean, bring that back. But all what matters now is the safety of her and the safety of her children, and they can be brought up in a good environment, and try to and it's pretty sad. What broke my heart was when she got on and she said she called her daughter Gigi, right? Which I find that weird because we don't use them names. Once again, it's a different culture, right? She said Gigi asked me, "Mommy, I missed you. I love you. Where's Daddy?" And she said, "Daddy is on a quest with Jesus right now, and to make sure you have enough money for your blueberry budget." Right? What do you tell a 3-year-old? Didn't mention Harry or his other son. Yeah, so I'm not going to. Yeah, yeah, that's what his wife said to the daughter. You think if I don't research it before I come on here, you'd be very fooled. I do research everything. Once I'm gonna say they're gonna be fine. I'm not saying they're grind. Grind is like, you have it all. you know. Me and you said she are on the same page, yeah. He was only speaking the truth at the end of the day. Um, it's kind of weird because I always known about Tommy Robinson, and then the world finds fiction similar to the standards of the English, meaning referring to the of acceptance in good health, such as fine. The Irish suspicious the words. Look, let me tell you, of the light. If her hand was falling off in Ireland and they knew they can put it back together, they would say, "Oh, well, you're going to be grand." You know what I mean? Look, I know. Doesn't matter about the Irish English. I'm not going there with that one. Yeah, grind can be also money, but that's not how we mean it in Ireland. We mean grind as in good. You're physically you're doing good. You know, don't mean that way. Grind, yeah, you know, it's just a figure of speech. That's all it is, no more than nothing. Um, there's no one gonna pay you grind if your leg falls off tomorrow. It's not gonna happen. But when someone rings and said, "How are you feeling?" Yeah, I'm grind. You know, that's our culture. That's all. Don't no disrespect anyone else. Of the light, I hope you're doing well, hon. I hope you're all right. You know, I don't wish any bad about upon anyone. Yeah, you all think I do, but I don't. I've been going through a hell of a lot of my own problems myself, and I don't air it out on YouTube. But you know, the best day was the best day today because I got to talk to my son, and you know, everything is good, and he's so happy, and he's just so sweet. Yeah, and you know, you gotta take the good thing. I talked to his wife, and I was concerned about her mom, and you know, it's not about me. Man, look, if I drop dead down tomorrow, God bless, you know what I mean? But you know, it's not all about me all the time. It genuinely ain't. I mean, if you heard me off of YouTube and you'd see the person I am off of YouTube, you would think very different of me right now. You really would. I don't ask about. I'm not all about myself. Never been. Not all about Susan. You know, it never has been. I didn't make my channel for that. But I wish there would be. Mm, I wish. This is what I think sometimes in my mind. I wish sometimes people would show a lot more love and respect. I wouldn't say respect. Leave the respect word out of it. Um, just try love, love your neighbors. You know what I mean? Love the people who love you. You know, go out and ask a person, "Are you all right?" Look, I was down in the shops today, right? And there was this poor lady. God bless her, right? She was outside the shops and she had nothing. She was begging on the streets. And I came up there on my mobility scooter and I said, Miss, what can I get you? Now, if she mentioned drink or anything else like that, that was like a no, no. And she said, I would like a cup of coffee. I said, okay, come in and get your coffee and I'll pay for it. That's called life. That is life. And I also bought her it was like a roll with like food like cheese, tomato and what, and she said she wanted that. I said, okay, I'll pay for that too. So don't come on here and tell me that I'm a heartless piece of shit because I'm not. I'm not. I didn't have to tell you that, but I did do that. And that lady wanted to give me a hug, and I said, no, it's not. It's not necessary. We're all human. We're all a part of God, you know. This lady was outside the shop, honestly. So what I did was I paid for her. She wanted a coffee with plenty of sugar in it and cream, and I also went away and I asked her to pick something out of the fridge. Like a roll, like a oh my lord, and I just pay. I said, okay, I'll pay for it. That woman could have been sitting there all night starving with the hunger. God knows, you know what I mean? Don't ever look down on someone because that could be you. And that's all, I think about sometimes. I know I'm never going to go to that level, but don't ever look down on someone. That's a human being. God made that person. And the poor lady was like, she was really thin and she was starving. She was literally starving with hunger. Hmm. I new hobby. People say I'm a horrible person. Really? No, I'm not. I didn't have to stop my scooter and do that, but I did because I think in one way in your life you understand when your stomach is hitting the floor and you know what it's like to be starving, right? It didn't cost me a whole lot. Cost me maybe £10 at most, but and she kept thanking me. She kept thanking me, and she said, and I said to her, "Don't worry about it. Look, all I said to her was, look, that's a blessing. God love you. Take care and goodbye. You know, what do I think about the state of the UK these days? It's kind of okay. I'm gonna be real about this. New hobby. I'm gonna be very real about this. They're taking people in off they're taking people in off the dinghies, putting them in 5-star hotels, feeding them with 5-star food, and giving them more money that they're giving us as citizens, right? Because you gotta understand, even though I have an Irish accent, yes, I am a citizen of the UK. Um, so I think it's really fucking disturbing what they're doing. They need to stop that shit. I don't see the next government being elected in at all. I think Farage is going to be the next one. I think the people are going to try with him. I think house him. Yeah, they're putting him in the best of hotels. Yeah, and the food is handed up to them like if they're like in a buffet. You know. Do I think that's right? Look, it's very hard for me to even say anything at all. And I always try to kind of step back a little bit because I know my accent. You know what I mean? But I didn't come over here on a fucking dinghy. I come over here on a plane. I'm dual nationality. I have my own British ID cards and everything, and I can vote whenever I want to vote. I mean, I have it all. You know. Why is people like that sitting outside a shop starving, and then you have the refugees coming across on the D's eating the best of the best? Cost me £10 to give it to her, but it didn't matter to me. It's not about what the cost costs. It's about human life. It's about people. She's a UK resident, by the way. She's born and bred in UK. Why is she sitting out there doing that when the refugees are soaking it up? Just want to ask you that question. That's my opinion on that, and I do believe it's going on in Ireland too. So people on the YouTube streets, don't say I'm a heartless bastard or a heartless cunt, because I'm not. Don't say I do this and I do that when I don't show you proof of it and I don't do it. Um, my son said a lot to me today, and it was amazing, and I'll keep that in my heart. Believe me. You have. I'm like the most hated fucking person on YouTube, right? I never said Charlie Kirk was wearing a bulletproof vest. Just so you know now. Never said he was. I said he had a little camera. I mean, I wouldn't even call it a camera. I would call it because he was like, he he had a little voice thing there, but it wasn't a camera. It wasn't anything like that. But he had a camera behind him, a camera in front of him. I belonged to his own company, but I never said he had a bulletproof vest. Never. So I kind of went through this already. Charlie Kirk was not wearing a bulletproof vest. And even if he was, just say if he was, which he wasn't, um, when you get shot in the neck, do you think that's going to help you? Go back and listen on the live then, sweetheart. I mean, come on now. Never said he was wearing a bulletproof vest. I actually proved that he wasn't. I proved that he wasn't. I proved that he was not wearing a bulletproof vest. So where people are getting this bulletproof vest out of, I never know. No one said he was wearing that. Let me pull something up. Let me do something. Hold on. Fucking idiot. I mean, people are so slow. Yeah, see, can I find something? Um, just that. Hold on. No, let's listen to this for a minute. I'm gonna switch the man. What the hell?
Counts to the suspect. He nodded his head, understanding that the charges would be read to him. He was told he can have.
He looks pretty guilty to me. I don't know about you. So
Okay,
is
here
this
we
a
have
conspiracy?
this.
Is that the shooter? Was Charlie wearing body armor? Is Charlie still alive? Is the shooter working alone? Did the shooter get away in a plane? Is there a second shooter? Where is the second shooter? If so, where is it most likely to be? All these questions I've answered for myself. Of course, I don't know everything. I don't know the full story, and there's lots of holes. There's lots of things I still have questions about. But I have enough information to arrive at a conclusion for myself. So I'm just going to say, find the past few days that either try to prove or disprove all these points, and we're going to watch them together, and I'll let you know what I think. Let me get rid of this. Make sure I'm recording. Looks like it. Okay. More footage I found specifically trying to answer that question. I'm looking at his shirt. I'm looking for signs of a plate or Kevlar. This is him driving to the venue. I'm looking at his shoulder. I'm looking for any kind of imprints of straps or something like that.
Were they arrested?
I don't see anything.
And I'll tell you all about it when I...
Man, I can't believe he's gone. What an amazing human. So here we get into the shot. And this is the most perplexing thing, is the shirt reacts first, as if there's an object inside the shirt that kind of lifts it up and out. And so many of us are just perplexed by this, and I was for a long time, because on all the clips it looks like he doesn't have a body armor on, but at the moment of impact, what is going on here? The shirt is getting pulled away.
You see how his shirt is moving before there's even a wound on his face, almost like something pumped out of his shirt, like something popped in his shirt.
So here, another picture I found, you can see this line, this crease that forms on the bottom, and it looks like it's the bottom of a plate, which is definitely not a plate. But what it could be is something like this, right? Flat, really stealth Kevlar. It wouldn't stop a rifle round, but it could stop pistol, could stop a knife attack. And ultimately, I think that's all he would be trying to do.
Feel secure, move freely, and stay.
Here on the back, you can see there's definitely nothing on the back. Not even it doesn't even look like a tank top is under there. Maybe, but it doesn't look like it. But then, so the question still could be, well, maybe it's just front armor, right? But then we keep going. And we got this shot. Look at that. You can clearly see a nipple outline. It kind of concaves in the middle. It doesn't look flat at all. The way it rounds here. A Kevlar would kind of flatten that out, you know. So, and here, boom, too clear as day. And you could try to make the argument that like maybe those are these points, but you know, this should not be that hard to see. The fact that we're reaching so far is a sign that, you know, like Occam's razor, the simplest explanation is often the right one. It should be obvious, and it's not. It's one of those things.
And so
so this creator, I have credit down here, outside the Overton. He has a video that I watched.
Charlie Kirk has an earpiece in, and I'll demonstrate
He's claiming that Charlie has an earpiece in.
that here in a second. And then camera 3 is done, and it's actually more comfortable. I give him this. I figured this one out. It's more comfortable to have it wrap around and pinch into a mic.
There's these invisible, really, really thin earpieces, which is a great thought. And it could be. It absolutely could be true, but I don't think it is.
So slightly tighter. And then that makes it near in there.
So if something like that was clipped in his shirt, and then you can imagine, okay, well, what if the round hit and then yanked that out and that got pulled up and out or something just from the shock, and then that clip was put somewhere, then we're starting to get somewhere, right?
You can then feel the strain relief.
But the thing is, if we watch the footage, let me zoom in here. Look at this. Because I was thinking, well, maybe the footage is so grainy we just can't see it. But we can see it very clearly on his bodyguard. And I would imagine they invest in similar products and that Charlie would have the same type of thing. Close, right? But I don't see anything. I don't see anything. No earpiece. Zoom out. I'm looking. No earpiece. But we do have a necklace. This and to the other YouTuber that we were just watching, he's saying that this is like, you know, he's monitoring this, but this would be a recorder for himself, a backup audio. You know, all media teams do this. When I've been a videographer for the last 10 years, and I do this all the time, just to get a backup source of his audio, because the microphone, sometimes he pulls it away, sometimes not. The words can get lost, but this would be a consistent source of audio that the media team could always use to repurpose for the videos. So I'm looking, and this is really grainy, but you'd think I would see something. The necklace we see, right? And here's a good shot. I just don't see it. Maybe it's there. I don't see it. But what we do have is the necklace. And what I am going to go ahead and say for myself is it's the necklace that lifts the shirt up. It's a long necklace. He wears it all the time. It's clearly a necklace. It's not a wire like the YouTuber was saying that's wrapping around. And it matches the distance. If we go back to the shot, the way the shirt gets kind of pulled up in one area. It's not like if it was Kevlar, it would lift pretty evenly. This gets pulled up to the side, and it gets pulled up all the way to his ear, really similarly to the length that I would assume the necklace is. And I think the way it balls up there, I think the cross of the necklace is here. And this is interesting. Up here, you see this wire that moves. What that wire is, that maybe the necklace? I'm gonna leave it there, and maybe somebody else will confirm that later on. So that's my best guess. No body armor, and that's why the shirt moves first. Let's talk about the caliber, the weapon.
He was not shot with a 30-06.
I'm a deer hunter, and every deer I've ever shot, I've shot with a 30-06 round. And every time I've walked up on every deer I've taken down with my 30-06, it looked like a crime scene.
I mean, I've not ever shot any people, but I've shot deer, and I hit it right towards the back of the head, the bigger part. And it went in, and the entire side opened up. It was weird. There was almost no blood.
Send slow-mo for you. That
Right. Well, why am I small? Okay. I didn't want to show anything else because it's insensitive, and now you can see that he was not wearing body armor or anything like that. It's not true. It was probably the necklace, and he's been hit with a, yeah, thank you. It's just that they go into a little bit of graphic detail, and I don't want to go into that. To be honest, I just don't feel that it's appropriate, to be honest. And yeah, at the end of the day, he's not here. He's in a better world right now. I would believe. I hope to believe. All of us being Christians and whatnot. But yeah. I'm not going to show anything what's graphic. I'm not going to do that. That's not what I'm going to ever do. But I wanted to show you that there was no bulletproof vest. There was no anything. Why do they have security, etc.? But seems attack. I know what's happened. Yeah, I know, right? I genuinely, Sasha, I don't even think they've seen that coming. I mean, you gotta understand the speed of a bullet. You don't see that coming. That it just happens, and that's why it was caught on so many people's mobile phones. It was put out on YouTube. It was put out on all different platforms because there were so many people recording it. It's crazy. It really is. And it's really fucking sad because I wouldn't like his children to look at that. But scrubbing the internet, it costs a lot of money to even do that. It's kind of, it's hard, like I said. The man did not need to learn, didn't have to die because he believed in what he was saying. He was preaching the gospel. He was doing some preaching of the gospel, and he was there to prove students maybe you being conditioned this way, but this is how it really is, and I feel that he didn't need to lose his life because of that. That's crazy. But then again, this is the world we're living in. You like I'm gonna say this, right? And I'm gonna be very fucking brutally honest about that. You're here today and you're not promised tomorrow. Because you're not. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't. No one promised you anything in this world. Believe me on that. They don't. No one it's at the point now where no one even gives a damn, you know what I mean? No one cares. All that love and that care and all that stuff, that's gone. Where is it at? Where is that? You make mistakes in your life, you do horrible things, you do these crazy stuff, but where's the love, the love and forgiveness? It doesn't exist. They hold you accountable. I mean, look at my chat tonight, right? They come in and try to hold me accountable, but they, like the Pooh channel, they put out the stuff on Buckeye, not me. That had nothing to do with me. I only was in a person who was in Ray Ray's Discord at the time, listening to what was going on. I didn't say very much, because you know why? I live across the fucking pond. That's why. Yeah, don't come for YouTube for love, because this is not a dating app. This is not a dating app site. I've never seen it that way. In all the time I've been here, I have never seen it that way. If people say, "Oh, or why did you do your YouTube channel?" Hell, man, I came here just to make friends, simple as. People who were, people who were like nice people, and I've learned in the last couple of months that you have a lot of fucking fake friends, Susan. You know what I mean? You do have a lot of fake friends. Phew. But at the end of the day, I'd rather stand alone with nobody than stand alone with the fake people. I'm not gonna stay with the fake people. Never will, never will. I've been in this apartment since I got home, and not one fucking person reached out to me. You know what I mean? Not one person. How you doing? Are you okay? If you hear me saying a word, I'm fine. That means I'm struggling, but I'm some way okay, right? There is so much fake people in this fucking world. It's unbelievable. And the evil will go to the point of trying to hit your family. They will even go to that point. They will, Tasha, they will even go to that point and trying to possess your family in some way, you know what I mean? But they will not realize at the end of the day, blood is thicker than goddamn water. In the name of Jesus' sake, God forbid, if anything ever happened, I mean, who's gonna let them know? My fake friends aren't. They're fake. They're absolutely full of it. I don't need that in my life anymore. If I gotta start this channel from scratch, I'll do that. I can make you laugh, but anyway. But that's life, right? Until you want it to be. Half of them didn't even know where the fuck I was for like weeks. And one or two people didn't know where I was, but the rest of them didn't. Look, guys, I said enough already. If I gotta start this channel from scratch, I will. I'm sick of this victim bullshit mentality. I can play that game. Oh, I'm a victim of this. Yeah, I can do all that. I'm not willing to do that. I would say this. When there's time to meet, when it comes to the time to meet our grave, God is not going to ask you what you did on YouTube. He's going to ask you your 10 commandments. And he's going to want to know what you did right, what you did wrong, and he's going to, he's not going to wonder what people said about you on YouTube. He ain't going to bother about that. I mean, because once again, YouTube is just a distraction. That's all it is. For me, it's a distraction. If you only heard the way I spoke to my son, then I spoke to him for a long time. Then I spoke to Addie's wife. Addie's dad's wife, right? Not Addie's wife. That sounds stupid. I asked about her mom. Her mom has a heart attack. If I didn't care, why would I ask the questions? She has nothing to do with me. It's called having a heart and having a backbone. I guess at this time of the day, I'm supposed to flip out and call the ambulance services and stick something in my head or something like that. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. But I'm not gonna be going to anyone else's channel. The only channel I will go to in this sector is my own. I have other places I can go. I don't need to put it out there, but other than that, I mean, yeah. I genuinely have not been on here for about Haven't been on it for about a week and a bit. And I'm not saying on my channel. I'm saying genuinely, not on YouTube. Oh, really? Even if you saying slander. All right. We'll do 5 minutes if anyone wants to come up. I'll drop a couple of links. Other than that, I'm getting out of here, to be honest. Time's enough, okay? Slow down. Alright. Anyone wants to come up, they're welcome to come up. If you don't, you don't. It's alright. Oh, what kind of candy? Jackman's, Trojan Rossingers, Mentor, Student Mentor, Rossingers. That helps me breathe a little bit better. So every now and again I have them. But I say a lot. Number one, it stops me from smoking, and number two, it helps me breathe a hell of a lot better. Because I know my oxygen levels are like at 88, and because I won't give up the cigarettes, that will not give me oxygen living here in the UK. America is different. Maybe Canada is different, but the law here is the law. I know me, if I did get the oxygen, I did go up cigarettes, I probably wouldn't. I mean, that would just like annoy me anyways. Yeah. Even when I'm in hospital, I find it hard to keep them stupid things on my nose, so. What does what mean in Irish? I don't know. Ask me that question again. I don't think that makes any sense. Okay, what does okay, I'm kind of hold on. Sasha, bear with me. What does stand mean? A stood mean? Is that military kind of way? For the army I've never been in. God forbid if I talk about that. You know. It means stood. So I should come up and climb if you want, Carl. Don't worry, I'm just like messing with my sweets here. Right, I'm addicted to sometimes sweets. I mean, my grandpa said to me, what smoke? Is that smoke? Smoking. My grandma, hold on. That means stop. Grandfather said stop smoking. Never heard of that one. So you're welcome to come up if you want. Anyone's welcome to come up because at the end of the day I'm getting ready to get off. And I always find it when I'm getting off. People come up. I don't want to jinx myself in saying this, but where's corn dogs? Man, he's normally the first one up there. Stood. Is that what we're saying? Stood. No, that's not stood, right? I'm trying to then. So you can come up. I won't make you turn on your camera or nothing. Ain't like that. Matt was come over to Matt City as stupid. Matt AF was meant to come over, but he didn't. Maybe he's busy. Oh, okay. You can come, Sash, Sasha, you come up when you want, love. I was telling my son a story today. You know, I said, people on YouTube kind of think, it's weird that you sit on mommy's lap and stuff like that. And Ellie turned along and said to me, Mom, when I'm 48 or 49, can I still sit in your lap? I said, 110% you can. You know what? Yeah. He said, so why are you thinking about the people on YouTube? Right? You know what? This guy is so clever. I will give him that. He says, I love to sit my mommy's lap. He said, you're my mom. All right, Sassy, I'll see you. Hey, Sassy.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Grace.
Lovely to have you up here.
Yeah, it feels good. I haven't been on panel in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had a really good show today about the news and everything, and I had a lot of nice topics and nice conversation with New Hobby.
Well, I love Blue Hobby. She's brilliant.
No, she's awesome. She's an OG, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, she sure is.
So you said you weren't here for a while. I didn't know because I haven't been here for a while, off and on. So where have you been? Were you in the hospital again?
No, I just put myself in some situation where, you
Oh,
know.
I gotcha. I gotcha. That's
Mhm.
good. Good for you. Proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So how long were you gone? Do you know? Weeks? 3 weeks?
No, I don't think it was that long. I think it was maybe over a week, maybe.
Do you know if you missed one?
I had once again I had the power of saying, okay, I had enough now. I want to go home. You know.
Aw, there's no place like home, right?
Hmm.
Do you know, Susan, I work a lot and then there's times when I don't work. So, but when you're not online for like 1 or 2 days, it's like you missed a month. Like,
Oh yeah, I know.
it is like I can't catch up. I'm like trying and trying to catch up, and you just can't catch up.
Yeah, I'm not been off for a bit. I've been off, honestly.
I'm like skimming through videos, and then I'm like, oh, I better go back. I'm gonna miss something juicy.
Yeah.
A lot.
No, I have put myself genuinely off for a bit and to calm down and relax and stuff like that and
No,
connect
that's
with
good.
someone and what of course look if people never think that I'm not connected with my son, of course I am.
Right.
I mean he's talked today, it was like, oh, he's amazing, man. I love him. I said to his face. He knows that.
Right. Do you know what I watch on YouTube lately?
What's that?
There's a woman and she's in the United States. I'm sure they do it all over the world. But this woman is in the United States and she has a storage locker, like a storage place. And people on her the money she gets on her channel and the money that people donate, she goes out and she buys secondhand clothing, she gets donated, she buys food like canned food, all kinds of stuff. And if she doesn't cook the food, she takes the money she gets from her channel and goes to a restaurant locally to support local people. She
Oh wow.
supports the restaurant, and then she sets up these tables on the side of the road and opens up the back of her SUV, and she gives everybody a meal, a bottle of water, a treat, a hygiene pack with like toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, all that in it. And then she has bins, and she has bins for women, small, medium, large, extra large, bins for men, small, medium, large, extra large. And then she has like either shoes, like for people, or flip-flops in the summer. And they go along this line, and she has people volunteering with her, and everybody's like getting like designer clothes, like they're getting Nike and Adidas and whatever, and women are getting like purses from like that rich people had and didn't want and donated. And they're getting meals like Chinese food or Philly steez, Philly cheesesteak sub or stuff like that. And my God, then I started watching that, and then I started saying, oh my God, there's another one and another one doing it and another one. That's amazing. They're taking all their money that they're making and they're helping other people, right? It's nice to see. And then there's other things I watch where, I don't know, I get into the channels where people have like 9, 10, 11, 12 kids, and it shows them going to the grocery store. Why am I sitting here on a Friday night watching families going to the grocery store to feed 13 kids? I said, what has my life become, right? Summer's over.
Man, 13 kids. I don't think I could do that, but anyway.
No, I wouldn't. I don't have any kids. So starting out at 13, no, thank you. I wouldn't want to. I mean, I have my nieces and nephews, but the thing about that, it's like a grandparent. They get to go home, right?
Hey, Jackie Jack. Hallie wants everyone to know that, look, he loves everybody. I really, he really wants to come on here, but I'm like, no, you're too young. It's YouTube is a vicious kind of thing. And he said, Mom, but I'd like to tell everyone I love everybody. I love everybody who looks after my mom. I was like, no, you don't want to do that, yeah. That's, I know it kind of came to me. Basically, what happened was today was I was going around picking up medications because I get my medications every couple of days or whatnot, right?
Right.
And I've seen this lovely lady outside the door, and she was completely homeless. And I said to her, "Can I get you a hot drink?" She said, "Can you do that for me?" I said, "Of course I can." So she went in on the hot machine drink, and she was getting out her, Costco's drink or whatever, sugar, whatever it was, right? And I said to her, I said, "When was the last time you had food?" She said, 5 days ago. I said, "Oh, okay, all right." I said, "Pick out anything in the fridge there, which is sandwiches to, you know, uh, rolls or whatever you want. Go and you can have it, okay?"
Okay. That was good of you to do that.
Right. And yeah. So I went and I paid for all that, and it came to about £10. 10, and she was so grateful. It was unbelievable. We got Palm Bomber backstage, by the way.
I went into a store once and there was a homeless man outside, and I said, if I could get you something in the store, what would you like? He said, anything that I don't need a can opener.
Oh.
Yeah, he said anything that doesn't need a can opener.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in and got him some things. It's really depressing when I see people, like, they don't like to say, from watching the shows I've watched, they don't say homeless now. They say unhoused. I find they say unhoused. It does, as sad as it is. I guess it's a better word. But yeah, so it's good to see people helping.
£10 is probably a lot to her, but to me, look, I'm not wealthy. I'm not anything like that. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, when you can help someone like that means the world. I mean, her having a nice hot coffee, chocolate, what she wanted, and a sandwich roll, That was, that was the most amazing thing. And I asked her not to. I was like, "No, you don't need to hug me. I'm good. Don't worry about it. It's fine. God bless her. You know what I mean?"
Yeah. 10 pounds in Canada is $18, I think. So it's a bit more here.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up how much it is in the States. 10 pounds in the United States.
Here's information from Revolut.
$13 in the States. Wait, no. I don't know. What's GBP? British pounds to US. Yeah, $13 in the States. $13.50, something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
Canada, way up there.
I was telling Eddie that today, and he said, "Mommy, you did a good deed." Imagine that. I was
What?
like,
What?
you know,
What did you just say?
he said, "Mommy, you did a good deed."
Oh, well, that's teaching him to be the same way, right?
There you go, right?
You got to teach your kids. So, what else is going on with you, Susan? Did you go out-
Oh, look, not much. Like I said, I haven't been on YouTube for a bit.
Do you go outside much and sit like in a lounger or lawn chair or anything? Like, do you sit outside?
I do have a place to sit outside. I do have a really nice apartment. I do have very nice cleaners who come in and make sure my apartment is the way I want it to be. Because I'm a very clean person. But
Do you know what
so,
I read that if you get anxiety or like say how you feel like you're alone, if you go outside and sit in the sun for 10 minutes, it releases something in your body that helps calm down your anxiety.
right, yeah.
Just
I've
10
done,
minutes.
no, I've done that. I've done that a few times. I went out an outdoor space.
Did it
So
work?
yeah, I didn't bring a computer. I didn't bring anything out with me. I just went out there and just sat there for a bit, and it was pretty nice. It was pretty cool.
I
And
Go ahead.
and like I said, look, I have been on YouTube. People think that I've been listening to channels and doing it. No, I haven't. I've been away.
Well, it doesn't matter if you listened or not, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to catch up something. I start watching videos that I haven't seen when I get home from work late at night, and I'm just so tired. I fall asleep partway through it, but
Well,
I'm
especially how you doing, honey?
I'm doing really good. Yeah, I started water skiing this summer. I've been doing a
Oh
lot of
my
that.
God, really?
Yeah, but what I did was I was getting really good at it, and a friend of mine was teaching me and a coworker how to go from like you're skiing along frontwards and trying to teach us how to turn around and do little tricks. And the second time, well, you have to keep doing it to get good at it, right? You got to keep
Yeah.
practice. So the second time I tried, I didn't get it the first time. The second time I tried it, the way the rope went and it jerked, I ended up spraining my wrist. So
Oh, oh,
I was in the water like, oh, I broke my wrist. Sharks at me.
oh,
Yeah, it was like, and I was trying to scream, and they can't hear me because they're in the boat and they're spinning around coming back to get me, and they're all laughing because I fell, right? But they didn't realize I'm injured. Help. And I'm a big sook when I get injured. So I'm automatically, I broke my wrist. I broke my wrist. And they're all like, what? What?
oh.
Yeah, no, I didn't break it though. It was just sprained. It's
Right.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fun though. I got back out there after my wrist healed, and it didn't take long. It was only a small, I don't even think it was a sprain. It just hurt, right? So I got back out there, yeah, and it was a fun summer, but I didn't do any more tricks. I said, forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did some camping and took some time off work and did some online work and
Oh,
yeah,
that's good.
got back home for a few days and yeah, it was really a good summer for me. Really hot. A lot of
Yeah,
fun.
it was.
Lot of
I mean, I'm
snow.
not gonna lie. It was pretty hot over here in the UK as well. And we
Yeah,
don't have what you have over there. Are you in Canada, right?
Canada, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
too hot. Like everybody says I'm crazy because I'm waiting for the snow. I can't wait to ice skate and I can't wait to downhill ski. I
It
mean,
is
if it's gonna snow, you might as well have fun in it, right?
right.
Yeah, so I can't wait for the snow actually because there's nothing to do now. I can't go in the water, it's too cold. I can't
Yeah.
go swimming, it's too cold. I have a swimming pool, I closed that up. So what else is there to do but go to the gym and go to work and go for walks, and I'm more like I like sporty kind of things.
Yeah. No, I get it. I told you. We all gotta back down for the winter right now.
Oh, Susan, it's funny you said that. I always make sure, even like right now, I have batteries and flashlights, and I'm making sure my canned food is stocked up. I'm watching a lot of things on YouTube, and I saw another thing because we lose our power a lot, and we also lose water.
Hmm.
And they're saying to keep the big jugs of water that you get
Right.
at the grocery store. They said to keep a couple of those on either side of your toilet. So when you run out of water, like say if you run out of water through the night or something, then you got that to pour in the toilet so you can flush it. As weird as that seems, I bet you a lot of people now will be saying, "Oh, that's a good idea." Because I saw it and I said, "That's a good idea." Like,
Yeah.
just to keep a couple of, everybody keeps water to drink, but you don't keep water to flush, do you? Anyway, that's me. I'm a diabetic, so I go to the washroom to pee a lot. Sorry, people. It
No,
is
you're
what it
fine.
is. It is what it is. I'm keeping jugs of water by my toilet from now on because we lose our water, we lose our power. I'm going to. Do you know what I did last winter, Susan?
Go ahead, hon.
We lost the power for like about 6 days. And I saw this thing online where, where you bake your muffins in the muffin pans, right? The little tea candles, the tea light candles,
Mm.
the small flat ones. I don't
Hmm.
know. Okay, you put those in the muffin tins, so just a perfect size, and you light them, and you put a pot on top of it of boiling water. You can make a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. You can fry an egg. You can boil a hot dog, fry a hot dog, and you can do it inside and don't have to worry about opening your windows. There you go. Another survival tip, people, from crazy Sasha Jade. They're all saying crazy Sasha Jade, lighting candles in her house to cook. And when the power goes out, you try it. Everybody get your muffin tins. What do you do when the power goes out and you can't cook anything, Susan?
That happened to me once actually
Only
last year.
once? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But see, the UK it normally never happens.
Oh, it
Yeah.
happens so much in Canada, you wouldn't believe it.
No, normally it never happens there, but then I
Lucky.
cut my electricity. Um, because I'm on the ground floor, more or less. So they hit the building,
Mm-hmm.
and that was actually live at the time, and I could see the thing going, and
I
I said,
remember you talking about that.
"Yeah, I swear to God." I went out and I was like trying to pay my because we have pay as you go meters here in the UK. So we pay as you go. Um, and I said, I can't even read that meter. It was totally blank. My heat was off. Everything was off. They refunded me. Look, not only that, they for the heaters the council put in my property, they refunded me all the money anyways,
Are you
which I
serious?
go on. Yeah, yeah,
They don't do that here.
they were really good to me, huh? I promise you that they were very good to me. They said everything I had used from these heaters, which I would say I would say if you were going to use them every day, you would have a massive electricity bill. They were like, but they wiped out that. They refunded me, and not only that, they fixed my meter, and they said to me, "Oh, well, we got a few more." That happened, and I was like, You know what? I know I'm not stupid. I was sitting here and I was on a live, and I seen a big fucking thunder and lightning going straight down. You know, I was like, and I think that's caught on one of my lives actually. I didn't put the camera on or anything, but I was like, holy hell, what's that? I was kind of like, that kind of way.
Right.
But yeah, no, they looked after me pretty well. I won't lie, they really did. But I was like bitchy because the whole flat was. I mean, for the time that it happened, the whole place was cold. It was really really cold.
How long were you without power?
I would say I did have some power, but the heating and all the rest of it, I didn't have it. So it was like it went down for 2 weeks, and I was totally reimbursed for everything. So
Well,
even even though they brought in these heaters, what cost a fortune, they said no, they're going to wipe that off too. So that was amazing, you know.
that's good they do that for you. I'm an
But but
example.
I won't lie. I was pissed because you come out to a sitting room which is all leather sofas, and there's no heating, there's no anything, and everything was absolutely fucking freezing. Honestly to God, it was freezing. It was absolutely ice cold.
I understand. We had a 50-gallon fish tank, me, my niece, and nephew, at my home. And last winter, the power went out for like those 6 days. We lost every fish, and our fish tank like glowed. We have like those glowy fish. They know what they're called. I don't. They're like orange, like fluorescent orange and green and yellow and red. And every one of them died because
Yeah,
there was no power, right? It was
but
so cold. We like had to go out to the car to get warm, and then we were running out of gas, and the roads were all full of ice, and you couldn't go get more gas. Oh, it was horrible. Yeah, everybody was barbecuing for all the neighbors were. Yeah, everybody had hot dogs. Everybody, it seemed like everybody was trying to get rid of their hot dogs. Everybody had hot dogs in their freezer for some reason. It was weird. Yeah. Everybody barbecuing hot dogs. I had so many hot dogs. I was like, enough with the hot dogs and the bread and peanut butter. Oh my God. Yeah, there's got to be more for when that happens, like more than something else to eat. Everybody goes for the bread and peanut butter when you know you're going to have a big storm,
mm,
right? So I
yeah.
should granola bars and puddings and yeah.
No, uh, I was here live, and I think it was like two and a half in the morning UK time. And next minute I seen big light, and I was like, all my heating just like went out. We actually what we thought was they blew the heaters. No, they didn't blow the heaters. They blew the electricity box. So yeah, that was something. And I was like, no, I'm not staying here. The place is freezing. My body's hurting me. I don't want to stay here.
It's not good when you have no heat. It really isn't. And some people they end up lighting candles to get warm and end up having a fire in their house. And
Mhm.
I've heard of people starting little fires in their something on their coffee tables or something on their
Oh God, I
table.
couldn't do that.
Yeah, and it ends up burning their house down.
No, I
Yeah,
couldn't do that.
I
Because
just put on tons of clothes and blankets and but it's still not comfortable, right? There's nothing you can do.
well, that's what I was doing. I was like piling on the clothes and looking like Whoopi Goldberg and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I mean, the place was freezing. You can't get over that one. It was absolutely freezing.
I checked the farmer's almanac, and that's like a prediction of what the winter's going to be by the farmers. And I think,
Yeah.
I think, I know the Maritimes. Um, that's the part of Canada. They're going to get a lot of snow. I'm from Atlantic Canada. I'm from like added on to that. They always go, they always have snow where I'm from. Tons and tons of it where the army has to come in and rescue us. And where I'm at now, I don't know if I'm going to stay here much longer because every summer all it is fire and smoke and fire and smoke, and I'm not enjoying it at all. So I don't know. I think I might go back east.
Back
Thinking
east,
about
what's
it.
back east? Like
Um,
back east in Canada?
that's in either Newfoundland or I might go to Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have family in both, so I'm not sure yet. It depends on my job and which one will pay more, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I don't think I'm at West right now, and I'm not really. There's a lot to do at West in Canada, but it's just the summers. It's just the smoke. There's so many fires now. I don't like the
Well,
fires. I mean, there's fires everywhere, but the most in Canada, I would say, is West, especially British Columbia. You guys don't really have that problem, do you, Susan?
no,
No, you kind of live.
no. Apart from that weird situation, which probably never happens here in the UK. I mean, it happened here. That's like one of a situation that never really happens. You know what I mean? Um, and we're pretty good. As far as I know, here in the UK, I mean, God knows what weather is going to come through. You just don't know.
Yeah, everything's changing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Where they were saying, like, back in the day, you guys didn't need air conditioner, and now you guys do need air conditioners, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything's changing, but
Mm-hmm.
as far as like earthquakes, tornadoes, all of that, you don't
No,
you don't worry about
you
yeah
don't see it.
either.
No, you don't see any of that. You
We
don't see any of that at all.
hurricane and stuff like that. So snowstorms. Snow is our big enemy.
Mm,
Snow. But I love the snow. So I love when they say we're going to get a big blizzard and everything's going to be shut down. And I don't know. I just find it right cozy. Maybe I'm used to it.
yeah.
Everybody's running to the grocery store to get everything, and then after the storm and all the roads are done and everything, then you can go skiing, snowboarding, snowshoeing, ice skating. It's a lot of fun.
Mm,
Tobogganing, we call it tobogganing. Yep, it's
yeah,
fun.
that's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, this is you know, for me to lose my power, that's not something that really happens in the UK. That was a kind of a very rare one, I would think. You know.
Well, you're lucky, but I mean, I don't know. Well, at least now you know what it's like, right? So you can prepare. If it happens
Well,
again, you'll know what to do, right?
I was like
Well, just
my
call a Canadian. Just message a Canadian, Susan. They'll tell you what to do.
yeah, help me.
Yeah, they'll tell you how to cook, how to keep warm, how to get out of there. Yeah, go outside and start a fire and grab a couple of pots, and we'll be making supper.
Yeah, it's cold. Pretty. Believe
I'll
me.
have you. I'll have you sitting outside in a skidoo suit with a big hat and furry mittens on, with a fire going, and you'll be cooking for the whole place there. Yeah, that's what we do. I'm telling you, the whole neighborhood gets together and we're all out with our. They got the barbecues out in the winter in a snowstorm.
Yeah,
Everybody's outside barbecuing for each other, right? Because
yeah,
your freezer doesn't work, so you got to cook all the food. and then you got so much food you can't eat yourself, so you're sharing it up among your neighbors. So it's a big party, a big meat party.
That's it.
Probably happens in the United States too, I'm sure, because they
Yeah.
get snow too, right? I don't know if they barbecue in the winter. We barbecue in the winter, even if we don't lose our power. We usually go out. We usually go out in the garage or something and barbecue. Just open
Typically
the door.
Canadian.
Yeah, you just open the door and let have barbecue. We don't stop barbecuing. We love our barbecues.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What else can you do, right?
Brian. Hey, Maya.
Hi, Maya Grace. Is that who it is? Maya Grace?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when you did that story, Susan. I think you did, right? Was that the girl you did a story on?
No.
Okay, it was another name similar to that. Was there a girl, something about, oh, I can't remember. I'd have to Google it. The name reminded me of another name, I guess.
No, I don't believe it's her. No.
Okay, I got the name mixed with another name.
Yeah.
So where's everybody at?
I don't know. They're probably all hiding in the bushes. The bushes. But
The bushes. Why is everybody in the bushes? You're gonna get sticker burrs on your butt. You're not the
yeah.
bushes. There's ticks in the bushes, people. There's ticks and fleas and bugs and ants, and get out of the bushes. Come and say hi. Hello. Any Canadians out there? Anybody? Any Canadians? I am not the only Canadian here, am I?
No. Well, you have
Oh
AP
no,
who
I
came in
don't.
earlier
If
on.
type one in the chat if you're from Canada. If not, I am very special because I'm the only Canadian. Huh. Just kidding.
AB came in the chat earlier. So he's Canadian.
I don't really know. I don't really know him much. I should watch his shows, I guess. I heard he was Canadian. What part of
No,
Canada do you know?
he's Canadian. He
Is
was
he in
in there earlier.
Toronto?
I don't know where he's going. I don't. You know what? I
I think
don't even ask him.
I think he's in Ontario somewhere. Yeah, a different province than me. But he's still east, like where I'm from. Just a different east.
Yeah. But I don't even go there with that.
I'm a mainlander, and everybody else we call them. Or sorry, I'm not a mainlander. I'm an islander, and everybody else we call mainlanders.
Right.
Yeah, mainlanders and islanders are different people, different ways of growing up, and stuff like that. But my grandfather really likes you, Susan.
Oh, that's
I
sweet.
I had to go in the other room because I'm running in the room and I'm saying,
Oh, there
Grampy.
you go. Little devil. She's Canadian.
Oh yes, little devil is. I don't know where she's from though. Yeah, I'm like running to him, Grampy, Grampy, what does this mean in Ireland? And what does this mean in Irish? And how do I say this in Ireland? He's straight from Ireland, so yeah, he can relate, right?
Right.
To all the different, because I'm used to it because I grew up with it and our grandparents lived with us, so
Right.
I grew up around it a lot. I know a little bit, but not a lot. It takes some thinking to get to it. I'm not.
Okay. Little devil says she's from Ontario.
Oh, she's there. Hi, little devil. Here
And
I come.
my Grace says she's Canadian as well.
Who?
My Grace, she's.
Oh, Maya Grace
Yeah.
is Canadian. Oh my God, the Canadians are taking over, Susan. What part of? I'm just asking, little devil. what? Maybe we already asked this before. What part of Ontario can you say? And Maya Grace, what part of Canada? I'm a Newfoundlander, but I'm out west right now. I'm thinking of leaving out west, girls. Not liking it. I didn't know that either, Little Devil. I thought Maya Grace was American.
Now I didn't know about my Grace, but I knew I knew
Yeah,
the
Little Devil is
Indian.
Canadian. Maya Grace is from PEI. That's so close to Newfoundland. I love
Oh, there you go.
PEI. I love PEI. Where Maya Grace is from, PEI is beautiful, Susan. It's
Oh
a
wow, there you
beautiful.
go.
Oh, it's a beautiful place. Have you ever heard of Anna Green Gables?
Not really, sweetheart.
No, I didn't think you would. But anyway, yeah, PEI is a beautiful, beautiful island. It's only small, but it's beautiful. I think you can. How long does it take to drive around PEI, Maya? Not long.
Oh,
3 hours?
the devil left you a message too.
Little Devil. Oh my God. I go to Toronto all the time. I have a sister there. This is too cool. We're all so close. Yep.
She said north of
Toronto.
Montreal. Yeah,
We say Toronto.
Toronto.
Nobody says Toronto. We don't say Toronto. We say Toronto. Toronto.
All righty then.
The accent, eh? Yes, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yep.
And now you've some
Well,
friends.
I can tell you right now, they're probably really good ladies. They're really good girls.
Oh yeah, they are. They
Yeah,
are.
they come from good places. They're in Canada. I'm telling you though, I got to get out of. I'm out west, and I'm not liking it. I'm in Alberta, girls. I got to get back home. I don't like the summers here anymore. Lots of money to be made out here, but that's where Canadians make most of their money, Susan. Out west, but
Oh, yeah.
it's not worth it. I miss back home. I miss my family. I miss my friends. I have friends here, but I miss the East. I miss the East Coast. It's not this. There's no place like home, right?
There's nothing wrong with missing home. I miss home too.
Yeah, I can understand that. There's no place like home, that's for sure. Even like when you end up in the hospital, because I spent a lot of time in the hospital. You miss your own bed. There's nothing like your own bed, your own house. But home is where you make it too, right, Susan? As long as you
Listen
have
to,
your
look what little devil said to you, hon.
what
1 minute, sweetheart. I'm gonna
what
bring it
she
up
said.
here. There you go.
Right now I see that. Everyone can see and hear you. Oh no, that's my thing. That's true. I have two cousins out
I
west.
brought little devil's comment up there.
Yeah, I see it. That's true. I have two cousins out west. Yeah. Too much smoke. Too much smoke. It's just different. But yeah, I don't think the money is worth it. I don't think anymore. I'm thinking of selling my home and going back out east. Now I'm going to tell you, I always where Maya Grace lives in PEI. Well, they call it PI now, I think, or PE. I can't remember. Anywhere where she lives in Prince Edward Island. I always wanted to live there, but my job won't take me there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I seriously want to get out of here. It's a lot though, selling your home and getting moving trucks and
Yes, yeah,
packing
it is.
things up in boxes and then finding a new place and I can't stand to live with family. As nice as they are, you just don't want to live with them forever. You want to get the heck out of there and get your own place, your own bathroom, your own space. You know what I mean? Decorate your own place.
Yeah.
Like I have sisters and brothers and a family like I can live with, but I want my own place. But then again, when you're back home out east, you don't need as much money. You do need money, but you don't need as much as you do when you're out west. You make more money out west, but everything costs more. And I'm
Oh,
sure Little Devil and Maya Grace would tell you that too. hmm But anyway, any other plans for the evening, Susan? What is it, 8:30 there?
well, it's getting late here. I'll stay on for a little bit more, but I'm happy I'm talking to you.
Oh, I'm happy to talk to you too. Susan, is there anything else you're interested in YouTube? Like how I told you, silly shows I watch, people giving homeless people food and people shopping for groceries. I watch van lifers, people in that live in vans and solo campers, stuff like that. I like. Is there anything you like on YouTube besides this stuff here?
Um, be honest about it all. Like I said,
Do you watch reality shows?
I've been off of YouTube for quite a bit. People
Right.
think that I've been watching channels, and no, I've been off for a bit. Um, I just want this is what in my life, Ryan.
Do you like reality TV shows?
I love reality. I love reality stuff.
I do
I
too.
love the reality stuff is it's reality, right?
Yeah.
And with me, I am totally a kind of a reality person. So my hopes and dreams are, to get my move down to London. We're going to be waiting a long time for that to happen.
What
It's
happened with there was somebody else you were supposed to switch with. What happened with that? They changed their mind or got another
no,
switch?
I ended up in fucking ICU, and I
Oh, right.
yeah,
Right.
mm,
That sucks. They must have got another place, did they? Another
yeah,
switch?
and yeah.
Oh, well, maybe there'll be another one come up, right?
God is good, and I'm going to wait. And look, I had this conversation with my son only a couple of hours ago. I told
Mm.
him it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. I wish it would. You know, I I genuinely wish things could happen overnight, but it's not
So
working that way. But
I'm
in
gonna I'm gonna ask you something, Susan. So you know how when your son's father and his girlfriend or wife, I'm not sure what she is, when they come with your son, they stay at your place. Is there
right.
any chance you can go and stay at their place until you get a place or
No, I don't think that would be a very wise idea, to be honest,
oh,
because
okay. So you can
yeah.
only handle a couple of days at a time, is this?
Yeah, no, I don't think that'd be a very
I
wise
don't
thing.
know how you can handle one day with your ex and his, let alone your ex and his woman. I could
Well,
never
no.
do that.
Mm.
Power to you, girl.
It's not even that, right? I mean, they offer me down to come down and stay for a weekend or whatever, but this is not what's in the judge order. They have to come to see me.
Right.
You
But you
know,
have
this is
to pay for it, right? Do you have to
I
pay
pay,
for
no, I pay for all of it.
so can you pay for yourself to go there? Or is it
um,
easier for him to come
I
there?
don't
I
see
guess
how
there's no
that's gonna
difference.
happen. I don't see how that's gonna happen.
I
You know,
guess there's no difference if you're paying one way, why not the other, right?
but yeah. I don't see how. I genuinely don't see how that could even possibly happen. To be quite honest, you're putting me in a place where that's he's
Yeah, I
he's
get I
you
get
know
it.
yeah it's yeah it's weird. You know what I mean? So
Whenever I go somewhere, I don't stay with people. I like to get my own hotel room, my own.
right, and in London it costs a hell of a lot of money. You know, and they're not going to pay for it, so I'll
No,
have to pay for it, which is over my budget or what I live on. So it really doesn't work that way. As much as people say to me, well, why don't you go down? Well, this is the reasons why the judge said I don't go down. You
does
know?
does it cost more to live in London than it does where you are now?
Yes. Yeah.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was who was it? New Hobby? I think I'm not sure. Someone
Yeah.
asked yeah, it was New Hobby. What do you think of the living in London? Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
looked it up. It's expensive.
Yeah, I mean, you go down there to have a hotel room, it costs like hundreds of pounds just for one night.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like that here too.
but down here in Devon, um, it costs like £100. You know what I mean? And who pays
Right.
for it? Who pays for that £100? Me,
Yeah, it's not
me, dum
easy.
dum. It's me. I pay for that. I
Well,
pay for all that.
well, someday your son is going to be finish school and have a job and have his license and be able to go himself to see you, right? He'll be able to hop in the car and say, "I'm coming to see you."
I'm in for a transfer. Um,
Okay, you're still going to do it, are you?
the transfer is still there. It's taking a long, long time to happen. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is really look. I've been with this transfer. I've been offered places all over the UK, and I'm like, it clearly says on my fucking transfer I want to go to London, but you have these other people ask me, oh well, I swap. No, that's not gonna happen,
Right.
right?
Is that the only way it can be done by a swap? Is that the only way they'll do it is by a swap?
Unless I win the lottery tomorrow, yes.
They won't just let you go rent a place.
No, I said to the council, I got really bad at one point, and I said, I want to go down and live with my son, and if I want to rent a bedroom, and they said, are you gonna stay in the bedroom? And they were like, they completely blocked me.
Go away.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah. So if people think
right.
that I don't try and I don't do things, you're off your mind. I told I said to council, I want to go down and rent a bedroom, and they said, are you gonna stay in a bedroom and buy your? I said, yeah.
But it doesn't matter what they think. It's what you think and what you
They
feel.
would not allow it. They would not allow it.
They can stop you from
Yeah,
renting a
no.
bedroom. Wow, that's like prison. That's crazy.
This life is a prison. Let me tell you that.
Wow.
You know, and I was talking to Ali tonight, and I said, Ali, it's going to take time, and he said, Mom, I know, and blah blah blah. And then we moved away from that actual situation, and I said, if I win the lotto tomorrow, I'm going to be down there next week. You know what I mean?
Well,
But that's like one of a million.
well, thank God for FaceTime and you can see each other on cameras and
Oh my God. I mean, yeah.
Phones, and it's not like back in the day when we didn't have that stuff. All we could do was
Right.
write.
It's crazy. I know in my heart and soul I have a son who loves me and cares for me, and I would put it this way to you. I dream about my son every day. There isn't a day that I don't dream about him.
Aw.
I love him so much, and he told me he had a girlfriend as well. I said,
A
really?
girlfriend. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
How old is he?
Maybe, yeah.
12? Is he like 12 now? 13?
Yeah, and he's at that age. And
Yeah.
he he
Cute
gave
though.
the girl's name. I said, what? I've sent him what?
Yeah.
But he said, Mom, she treats me like gold. I said, okay, carry on then. Be happy.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's good. It could be good. It could be not good, right?
I think the conversations I have with Ali, the way he can open up to me and say things to me, I think that is because he
Distinguish them
knows
right from wrong, right?
why. He knows that no matter what, I love him to the world and back, and I said to him, I genuinely said to him tonight, I said, look, it's going to take me time to get down there. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. He said, but I said, be patient. You're my little soldier. And then he went on about this girl who, I'm not going to give her name away,
No, God, no.
which this is my boy, right?
Mhm. Cute. Puppy love.
Yeah. I said, I said, is she nice? And she said, Mom. Ali said, Mom, she's beautiful. I said, yeah, okay.
Who
Oh,
cares if she's nice? She's beautiful.
and you know what he said to me? You
What?
know what he said to me? She treats me really well.
Oh, that's good.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I got her
Gotta
name.
be. He's gonna be asking you for money for her birthday and Christmas and.
I got her name. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna I'm not putting her name up there.
No, it doesn't matter. Nobody else needs to know as long as you know, right? Did,
Right.
did you see a picture of her?
Not yet, but I will.
No. So she's allowed to date at that age? I know it seems to be different for boys. Oh my God, my father was so strict. I was like 17 going to my prom at 18. My father said, no, you're not going a boy alone after the dance. You'll get right home.
No, this girl is in school with him actually, and Ali said she treats me absolutely beautiful. I was like, wow, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's yeah, that's. I said okay. I know her name. I was like, wow. Well, I said to Ali, I said it's lovely to have really nice people.
Did you
When you're
say you know her name?
coming up to school.
You know her name, do you?
Huh?
You know her name, do you?
I do know her name. Yes, I do.
That's awesome. Yep. And next, you're going to have to know her parents.
That's it.
They'll be running off to get married.
But the fun thing is, when you think about it, doesn't when the children grow up in school, and if they're they have a female friend, and strangely enough, Ali said to me this one thing. He said, "I have loads of male friends, but this girl, right? No, she she really does cherish him." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Wow,
She has a big crush on him, eh?
Yeah, I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Cute.
would say, I can say that."
Well, that's good. I know people. I actually have 2 sets of friends that are married and have been together. One couple has been together since grade 9. We call it grades. And one has been together since grade 10. And they're married. So I think that's pretty cool.
So there you go. You have the schooling, and you have this beautiful girl. Um, you know, at least that she does everything for him, and they're grown up, and they're right now they're only
Well, they're
kids.
not grown up.
No, right now they're only kids, but I mean, what's gonna happen when they get older? And
Yeah.
I said, Daddy, Daddy, that's lovely they have someone really like that. It really is. Yeah, that's really nice.
How does he like school this year?
Oh no, he loves it. Yeah, he
He
loves
loves
it.
it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he loves it. Of course, he told me about the lady friend, and he told me about the other male friends he met too.
That's good.
He was very keen on telling me about the lady friend. um, and he said he's having a great time, and then I talked to some other people in his house, which is his father and whatnot. And not surprises me, my boy, because my boy is my boy, right? Yeah, they have had problems. That when Eddie goes to sleep, Eddie doesn't want to wake up for nobody, and
Typical teens, right? If he's a teenager.
no, Eddie was like this since he was a kid.
Is he a
And,
teenager yet, Susan?
yeah, he's grown up a teenager. Yeah, he
Okay.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
typical teens. They don't want to get out of bed.
No, but he was doing that since with me even.
Although my nephew's in his 20s and still doesn't want to get out of bed when he starts here. Yep, I don't want to get out of bed.
It's funny, you know.
Yeah.
When he comes down the next time he wants to come on YouTube, and I said, I don't think that's not. I don't think YouTube is going to be good for you because they don't be nice to me. So if they're not nice to me, why would they be nice to you?
Not just YouTube. Anywhere online is not good for
Right.
young people to be. It's kind of dangerous.
That's why I keep steering them away from it, because if they're not nice to me and they don't understand me as a human person,
And it doesn't matter how many times you tell somebody, certain people, something, they're not going to believe you. They're going to make up their own narrative for the sake of somebody else won't get mad at them. Not mentioning names. But anyway, sorry. I get carried away when I get on YouTube. I always drift away to something somebody did to me. And yeah, it's frustrating when you know who you are and somebody's trying to say you're somebody or something else, and you're sitting here in your own skin, knowing what you look like, knowing who you are. It's just so frustrating. But I will never, ever, thanks to a certain person, go on camera. And I was very close to going on camera too. Not now. No, thank you. Crazy people out there, Susan.
Hmm.
There's not nice people out there. And I'm from a country where you don't get a lot of that. People making fun of people, how they look and stuff. Where everybody is like, you walk down the street and everybody says hi to everybody and
Hmm.
how are you today? And the main thing we talk about in Canada is the weather. You don't get anything to talk
Yeah,
about, talk about weather.
I said Daddy today. I said, but Mom, you have a channel. I said, yes, I do. I said, but everyone hates me.
I think
They
they do.
hate me. I mean, they genuinely hate me, right?
I don't know what happened because I'm not around a lot, but I don't
I
know
said,
why.
how can I put you on my channel when they actually hate me? How can and he's not stupid. He's educated, right? He said, well, you can't. I said, thank you very much.
Why is, I shouldn't say everybody, but why are people hating on you right now?
I don't know.
Because I noticed nobody's here. Nobody's talking, and you used to have certain people here. You always had your crew, right?
My
Well, it's none of my business. It doesn't matter. I just come on and talk to people, see how they're doing, and I don't get into the crazy stuff as much as I try not to. Sometimes I get into it, but I try not to. So I just I just like to talk to certain people and come up on certain panels and see how people are doing, and it's a lot easier than typing, isn't it? It's like we're talking on the phone, but we're on a big loudspeaker
right,
all over the
and,
world.
and that's why I
Hi,
said
everybody.
Daddy. I said they hate me, so why would I put you on there? So it's not gonna happen, you know.
I don't know if it's good to tell him that. Don't make him think people hate his mom. He won't like that. No
Oh,
matter
but,
what.
but it's true.
No
I
matter
mean,
what.
don't sugarcoat. I mean, I'm not like want fluffy put fucking flowers around my boy. I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell
I
you
guess.
the truth. I said, no, they hate
But
me. I mean, if I put
if,
you on, Ali, you wanna go on? They don't like me. They do not like me because number one, I expose it. I expose the truth. I say the truth, and they don't like that about me. They don't. So I don't think that you should be ever on YouTube ever because people will hurt you, put you down, and try and send you into a mental hospital. You know what I mean? Like you did with me.
I
So
guess it's good in a way to warn him what YouTube is like and just tell him, in your experience, there are better places to go than YouTube to meet people or to talk to people.
yeah, I told him that.
Yeah. And actually, there are, but I have strayed away from a lot of this, and I go to other channels where people are actually happy. They're not making fun of each other. They're not, they're
Yeah,
all,
I mean,
they're laughing and carrying on, and the way it used to be here, but it hasn't
right.
been like that here in a long time, as you know. It used to be, but I don't know, maybe it was always there apparently anyway. But Yeah, I like to surround myself around good vibes and laughter and fun. And I had a really good summer, and I plan on having a really good winter. And I will come here and say hi to you. I go over to Purple, say hi to her, and I'm not mentioning the other channels I go to because nobody from around here goes to them. So they're all laughing and singing and being silly. So I like it. It's a lot of people from my neck of the woods where I grew up. That's all I'll say. But I liked your show today. I like when you get into a topic about something and you say you've been researching for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
I like when you do that because, it's a good topic to get everybody talking about the same thing.
Right.
Different views or same views, doesn't matter. Yep. I wasn't here earlier, so I don't know what on there. But I'm going to have to go soon.
All right, sweetheart. I'm gonna sit down and chat anyways. Enough's enough already.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you, Susan, and I'm
Yeah,
glad to talk to Allie today. And
I had an amazing conversation with him.
yeah,
That was my highlight of the day, to be honest.
yeah, you'll have a good sleep tonight.
Yeah,
Nice
God
dreams.
bless him.
All right, God bless, and I'll talk to you again sometime. Have a good one.
All right,
Goodbye, everybody in the bushes with the ticks and the fleas and whatever.
yeah.
Later, taters.
Good night.
Bye,
Take
Susan.
care. Bye.
I don't know how to get out of here. Can you kick me off?
Oh,
Boot me
shit.
in the earth, Susan. Boot me in the earth.
Hold on.
Boot me in the earth, boys.
There you go.